Good. Well, welcome. Sorry about that, but we're here now, which is the important thing. I think there might be one or two people joining us slightly late and slightly grumpy, but good to see you all. ¿Qué tenemos esta semana?
Did you press record, Eric?
Did, yeah. Thank you, Carl. That's great. Thank you. Thanks for the reminder. So
last one.
We're going to start with a bit more. What did we do last week? Take a look at last week's homework, which was quite good fun. We're going to practice some verbs and read our book, Crime in Barcelona. I decided that we should have a bit of a break from 101 conversations, and instead I'm going to go through possessive adjectives, and then have a look at some homework, what we're going to do next.
You're not making yourself very popular, Eric.
Aren't I? Why?
Grammar instead of reading a story.
It's nice, easy grammar. Nice, easy grammar. Yeah.
It was a nice, easy story.
Yes.
Okay. Well, look, we'll. I just wanted to do a little bit of grammar. We don't have time for any fresh grammar with all the stories we're doing. So I thought possessive adjectives would be quite useful, and we'll do those for a couple of weeks. And then, so after next week, I thought we'd have a bit of a break for Easter, and come back, have a 2-week break, and then come back, and we can pick up with double or treble 101 conversations, if you like. We'll catch up. So, ¿qué han estado haciendo la semana pasada? What have you been up to this last week? Does anybody want to volunteer a piece for us? I don't know if Tony's here. He was most grumpy last week because he was shouting me, and he got his microphone on mute, so he couldn't make himself heard. Anybody want to do anything?
Steve, me?
Yes, Ken. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. La semana pasada tuve que empezar a trabajar en mi jardín para prepararlo para la primavera y también limpié mi, I'm not sure of this, invernadero.
Your greenhouse, yeah? Yeah.
Casa Verde, porque mis plantas de verano llegarán esta semana. También pasada en bicicleta por Perry Meadows todos los días.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very good.
Did everybody get that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. What's you growing this year? ¿Qué crece?
No.
Esta año.
Tengo 700 geranium flower cuttings coming tomorrow. 700 bedding begonias.
All right. Yeah.
I grow flowers, not vegetables.
Yeah. Are they for? You must have a big window box, Ken.
Oh, I put them all over the garden.
You because you live in Longthorpe, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Do they have a plant sale for the
Bowls
Club?
Yeah, they still do.
Yeah.
Not sure this year.
Yeah.
Not sure. But I'm not in the Bowls Club.
No. Okay.
Get that right.
Right. Yeah. I thought. Yeah. Okay. God, wow, your garden must be a riot. We'll have a coach trip to have a look at it in the summer. Anybody else with a little trip, a little?
2 sentences, that's all I've got.
That's terrific. I'll settle for that.
That's a lot for me.
That's good. No, it's not a lot for you.
Okay. Domingo pasado tuve té de la tarde con mi hija vía Zoom. Ella me dio un regalo, el libro en español. También estaba cosiendo una cubierta de cojín como regalo de cumpleaños para mi madre.
Good.
That's it.
Now, yeah. Did everybody get that?
Not the second part.
No.
Not the second part.
Estaba cosiendo una cubierta de cojín. It means I was stitching a cushion cover.
Aye.
It's for my mum's birthday, which is coming up. So I've been doing it for a while, but I finally finished it. So cubierta de cojín is like a cover for a cushion.
Oh, right. Okay. Good. Anybody else? Come on, let's be a flood now.
Yeah.
If you don't. Yes, Susan.
Okay. Is it cynical?
Oh dear.
La semana pasada, que esperarías? Estamos todavía en encerrada nacional, la tercera. Pues me levanté, comí el desayuno, escuché las noticias, siempre COVID y COVID, etc. Miré la casa y decidí que no quería hacer las faenas domésticas. Tomé una taza de Nescafé y hice un poco Duolingo. Siempre hacía antes de almorzar. Jugué Scrabble en español y hice una rompecabezas. Solía pensar que una pérdida del tiempo y pues el día seguí.
Wow.
So Scrabble in Spanish. That's
Yes.
impressive. Yeah. That's maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do that in class when we all get together. We could do that in the second half. Do you use exactly the same board in Spanish as in English, or is there any?
Well, it isn't Scrabble. It's something called Word. My iPad is too old to have Scrabble.
Ah, right.
It'll do this other similar one.
Good. Excellent. Well done, the readers. Thank you very much. So we're going to have a look at last week's homework now. How did people find this?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Confusing.
Confusing because there was a...
The definition of donde.
Yeah. Donde where? Yeah.
Yeah, or wherein.
Well. Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, it could have either meaning. So you've got two relative pronouns that you could use, que or donde, and you had to find the number for the group, if you like, as well. Yeah. So let's see how we got on with this. Beryl, how did you do? You do the first five. We started at C for some reason because they gave us the first few on the just to get us into the swing of things.
Well, I found this terribly difficult, and I've only just done it. So persona que ve la televisión.
Sí.
And I thought that was nueve.
Nueve.
Telespectador.
Yeah.
Telespectador. Sí, sí.
Yeah.
Perfecto.
Then I've got a blank for this one. Conjunta de programas. I thought that would be que retransmiten por
Yeah.
radio y
Sí.
televisión.
Que es correcto.
And then I've got a number that's missing somewhere, so I don't quite know.
Okay. Anybody want to help Beryl out with a number?
12.
Ocho.
Yeah.
Ocho.
Ocho,
Yeah,
sí.
ocho. Yep.
Programación. Sí.
That's the one. That is the one I hadn't put in.
There you
With
go.
the missing number. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay.
Then the next one would be prueba.
No, there's one missing.
Filmación.
Filmación. Oh gosh. ¿Dónde podemos ver en el cine? Is that right?
Que podemos.
And that would be
Filming that
You can see.
see in the
You can-
cinema. Yeah.
where you can see. And that would be cuatro.
Quattro. Película. Película. Beg your pardon.
Película. Prueba donde varios candidatos compiten para conseguir un premio. I thought that was, where is it, 14?
No.
Oh no, hang on. Made a mistake here.
Concurso.
It's the concurso.
Seis. Yes.
Competition.
Seis.
Competition.
Seis.
Número
Concurso.
6.
Yeah.
Concurso. Sí.
See, that's because
Yep.
I'm in too quickly.
Well done, Beryl. Thank you very much. Let's choose another victim for the next. I should have been doing this while you were, what's the name? In fact, done all this animation, not used it. So the next four, Veronica, you.
Okay. ¿Sabes dónde se emite por capítulos por televisión? And I thought that was telenovela.
Yeah.
See, I said K. Series.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I thought it was K.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Except that the example had in B, it was the same sort of grammar, wasn't it? Programa donde se emiten.
Okay. And then H,
Well, no, I don't think that's quite the same.
discusión donde se realiza acerca de tu tema, de un tema, debate.
See.
Okay.
I got
Did you put-
again.
Okay, I'm doing all these wrong then. Okay. They're probably all wrong then. Okay. Then persona que escucha la radio, oyente.
Oyente. See, I've got donde that. No, I haven't. I'm just teasing.
Okay, and then persona que paga para ver un canal codificado, abonado.
Abonado. Sí.
Yeah.
Sí. Perfecto. Muy bien.
Good
So
afternoon.
I wanted to. Oh, Tony, hello. You're here.
Hello there. Thanks for
Yeah.
the link.
Yeah, sorry about that. We had a bit of a technical problem.
Okay. All right.
I think I accidentally deleted the meeting. That's the
Oh,
technical.
Eric. Eric, can I?
Yes.
Can
Do you want to? Yeah.
I'm back to this donde within. I was trying to read it up and it seemed to be where there's a singular, like a persona, it's que. But if it's a group of things or forth within, they tended to use donde, such as a series being a group of things, it's within which they transmit, or the discussion within which they debated. That was just my interpretation. That's the confusion I was having. Anyway, there you go.
Hello.
Okay.
I'm here
Oh,
now.
hi, Maggie. Maggie, welcome. Sorry, we've Sorry, we've.
We had a technical issue.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
I've been trying to. I wondered if it was just me.
No.
But
Well,
obviously not.
it was everybody to start off with. That's, I think most people have caught up now.
I've just got your email.
This is a little bit like it's not the same, of course, but pour or para. You know, knowing which one to use really takes some learning, and the best way to learn, of course, is to just hear people saying it and doing it and using it.
True.
But because we don't have that luxury, it's much more difficult to learn. So I was really trying to get you thinking about which one to use, and my golden rule with pour and para is if I'm not sure, I use para. It's a terrible admission, but sometimes I'm not sure, and when I'm not sure about the correct pronoun, I in these cases I generally stick K in, and often it's right as well. So it's what a bad teacher I am. Take a wild guess. I do the same with gender when I don't come across a new word and I don't know whether it's masculine or feminine. But you know, you will be understood. That's you know, you could stick la in there and you'd still be understood, most likely. They give you a funny look, but you might
just give the noun.
You might
just give the noun, Eric.
You might get some help. So so let me now everybody's had a shuffle round because we've had some new people in. So Tony, did you manage to do the homework?
I'm ever so sorry, Eric. I've done the Crimen en Barcelona.
Okay, right, but you've not done the. Did you write a little piece about what you've done this week?
I did.
Yeah, we've missed that. Sorry, it's too late. You missed out again. What do you think? Should we let Tony tell us what he did? Like, because he wanted to do it last week, and.
Eric, can I just add something?
Yeah.
I've only got I've only got half a screen showing what you're doing now. The other half's still got the launch meeting thing on it, and I can't seem to expand this screen. So, you know, it fills up like it normally does.
All right. Can everybody else see the PowerPoint? Anybody else?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, Maggie. I'm a bit of a loss on that one, I'm afraid.
Never mind.
You could probably go out and come back in again. It might come on.
I don't know if I dare do that. Shall I do that then?
You can do if you want. We can't see you. We can't see you either. So you've got your camera turned off. I don't think that'd make any difference.
She's probably not on an iPad.
Yeah. Anyway. Tony, you tell us what you've been up to this week.
Come de costumbre, generalmente, suelo y esperanza por mi comestibles. Have you got that so far?
No.
No, I haven't got a word of that. Are you sure you're speaking Spanish? Give us come on, give us we might need
suelo.
Suelo.
Suelo y esperanza.
Waitrose.
Correct. Excellent.
Oh.
Well done, Beryl. Por mi comestibles.
I think that should be para mi comestibles.
Not K.
Que incluye como las galletas, algunos manzanas, peras, uvas y una variedad de otras cosas. El viernes, el pescado tiene un 20% descuento.
Say that again.
El viernes,
Sí.
el pescado
Yeah.
tiene un
Has-
20% descuento.
Oh, yes, discounted fish.
Correct.
That's
On
right.
Friday, the fish has a 20% discount.
Yeah.
Now, this is especially for you, Eric. Si gastas más de 10 libras, puede obtener algunos periódicos gratis.
Yeah.
Lo cual es bueno, especialmente si usted un lector de Guardian. Ya que son 2 libras y 20 de lunes a viernes y 3 libras 20 los sábados. Estupendo.
Estupendo, sí.
Excellent, Tony. Well, that was worth waiting for. Thank you, Tony.
I thought, did you like Espera Rosa?
Yes, definitely.
Yes. It
Gracias,
all
señor.
makes sense then. I'm glad Veronica's on the same wavelength as you, Tony. although Veronica might not feel that's such a good thing.
Intros, but I never thought to call it Espera Rosa.
Good. So how did you? So you didn't get on with? You didn't manage to do the homework. We're gonna have to find another victim now. Let me scroll down. Giselle, you were nice and quiet this morning, so let's choose you for this. How did you get on with these?
Potluck, I think. So, conjunto de personas que atiende un programa de radio o TV en un momento dado. 10.
10. Audiencia. Muy bien.
Claro.
Programa donde cuenta cómo viven los animales, cómo es una cultura determinado, etc. 3. Documenta.
Yeah.
Es documental. Programa que.
Yeah.
A program that tells how animals live. Yeah.
Banda de frecuencia que emite una estación de radio o televisión. 7. Canal.
Yeah.
Muy bien.
Yeah.
Espacio televisivo o radiofónico, donde se publicitan productos que se quieren vender. Anuncio de publicidad.
Sí.
Yeah.
Sí. Muy bien. Yeah. Some tongue twisty words in this week's homework. So well done for everybody who got those.
Eric.
Yes, Maggie.
I was really confused by this. I mean, I looked in my little, what's it called, Collins thing. Can you see me?
No, you got your
No,
camera.
I don't know how to get it. Doesn't. Don't worry. I looked in my Collins Easy Learning Spanish Grammar, and I mean Dundee. It said that in the dictionary. It said that was an adverb. Is it? I couldn't work out how that was a relative program. That was pronoun rather. It was really doing my head in.
Right. Okay. Well, I've just nicked this from.
Is it? I thought relative programs were pronouns with things like what and which and who and things like that. Is that right?
Well, I would have said that and where were too, but it's not for me. Can I don't know. We're getting a bit of feedback. I don't know if folk could just mute themselves if we're not speaking. That might be better. Thanks, everybody. Yeah. So, well, I don't know.
I was looking for some sort of rule, some sort of guidance, and I just couldn't get my head around it.
No, I'm sorry about that.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's your fault. It's the, you know, it was, yeah. I mean, I could do the bottom bit, you know, fitting the numbers once I translated this sentence and knew what, understood what it was saying, but it was the K and Dundee.
Yeah.
Well, I just couldn't.
I mean, let's try and be aware of it when we're reading, because that's the, I was saying before, it's what I wanted to do was raise awareness of these and just get you thinking about it. But it is difficult when we're not hearing Spanish all the time and not hearing them used all the time correctly. So reading's our best bet for this. So we can maybe watch. My advice would be to sort of, you know, spot them when you're reading and look how they're being used. And I around each of these there is a bit of a grey area. We can see that quite a few people have not been sure. And when I first did this, I was exactly the same. I was like, well, that could fit, or that could fit. But you know, I wasn't absolutely certain. I think I got them all right though. Anyway, that's it. That's enough bragging. We'll press on. Let's put that behind us, and let's have a look at some verbs to practice. So we've done quite a few of these essential verbs, and the ones I've chosen today. The first one was saber, to know something. The other one I've chosen is conocer, which means to know somebody or a place, to know a person or a place. So let's have a look at saber. How did you do with this, Maggie? Okay. Thought you might like a chance to redeem yourself with conjugating a verb.
I don't think. Say.
Yo sé, sí.
Yo sé. Tú sabes.
Muy bien.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Usted sabe. Nosotros sabemos.
Sí, perfecto.
Vosotros sabéis.
Sí.
And ellos, ustedes saben.
Saben. Sí. Let's pull those up. Perfect. So can you? So you've conjugated those perfectly. Can you translate the two sentences? I know that the capital of the Dominican Republic is Santo Domingo. And can you speak Japanese? But in this case, do you know how to speak Japanese? I suppose we'd say. How about I know that the capital of the Dominican Republic is Santo Domingo.
Say, I don't know what capital is.
Capital.
Yeah, oh, right, capital.
It's a
say, lo que la capital de Dominican Republic es Santo Domingo.
Yeah, that's quite good. Loque means sort of the thing. So, yo sé que is, you know, I know
Yo
that.
sé que.
Que, la capital de la República Dominicana is the country. Es Santo Domingo. Muy bien. How about, can you speak Japanese? Let's do that in the informal.
Saber. Right. Okay. So to one person. Is it asking one person?
Yes.
Sabes habla japonés?
Japonés. Perfecto. Sí. Perfect. Okay. So that's to know a fact. To know a person or to know a place, we say conocer. And Jane, how are you at conjugating conocer? This is a bit it's got a bit of a funny start, this one, hasn't it? Do you remember?
Yo conozco.
Sí, conozco.
Tú conoces. Ella, usted conoce. Nosotros conocemos. Vosotros conocéis. Ellos, ellas, ustedes conocen.
Muy bien. Perfect. Yeah. Faultless and confident. That's exactly what we want to hear. So how about the two sentences? Can you translate those? I know your friend from school.
Conozco tu amigo de escuela. De la escuela.
De la escuela. See. Don't forget the rule about conocer. When you're using it to say that you know a person, you have to say after the verb. So it's conozco a tu amigo. I said del colegio, but de la escuela, perfectly good. Yeah. I've been to Cusco once, but I do not know it well. I have been. So we could use the perfect tense, or we could use the imperfect. I've been.
Fue.
I was. That's or I went. But that's the preterite. We really need to use the imperfect or the perfect, and we need to use estar. So estuve is the imperfect. Estuve.
Estuve a Cusco unos tiempo, pero no Cusco le muy bien.
Yeah, pretty good effort. Let's have a look at those two. So here, conozco a, we need that a in there. Del colegio, de la escuela. Here, I have been, you could say he estado or estuve. That's the imperfect, that's the perfect. Both mean I have been. So I have been once, una vez, in Cusco. pero no lo conozco bien. I don't know it well. You don't need the a if it's a place, so you don't have to say conozco a. It's a peculiarity of conocer, but it's one of those little rules that a Spanish speaker would expect you to get right. Yeah. Well done. Well done. So it's time for our book, Crimen en Barcelona. So where are we? Miguel has taken his psychiatrist friend out to lunch, and he's confirmed that the prescriptions are indeed forged. Aldo has had to freeze the bank accounts of Ailares Erlines because someone, wonder who, has been making unauthorized currency transactions. So let's read and translate chapter 35, and I don't know if Paul's here this week. I haven't seen him pop up anywhere, so he's either keeping his head down or he's not got through the wall of imbecility which protects this lesson. But Paul read really well last week, gave everybody something to aim at. The rest of us, we just need to keep working on those vowel sounds. A, e, I, o, u. Gu is a hard g sound. Gu equals k, and a j is a h sound. And let's try to sound every letter. No French does. I think we've virtually got rid of the d in French, and we've replaced it with a good old Spanish de. So so let's look where we are. I'm going to go down to the bottom of my list because I think there's a few people who are. Oh, Paul is there. Hi, Paul. And we'll do somebody from the bottom of the gallery. Lorna, would you? Hello. I made you jump. Then were you nodding off?
No.
Made you jump. Would you be able to read? Would you be able to read? Well, let's read to where it says Pregunta Miguel. And if Paul read so well last week, maybe Paul, you do the translation. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay. When you're ready, Lorna.
Capítulo 35. A mitad de semana, Miguel llamó por teléfono un amigo psiquiatra. Es uno de los mejores psiquiatras de Barcelona. Nadie mejor que él para revisar las recetas que encontraron con Ana. Por eso lo invita a almorzar a un restaurante en el centro de la ciudad. Mientras piden la comida, Miguel la muestra las recetas a su amigo. ¿Crees que son falsas? Las recetas parecen auténticas, pero según me ha dicho, no tienen validez. ¿Por qué no? Pregunta Miguel.
Yeah. Thank you, Lorna. First class. Paul, how was that?
Halfway through the week, Miguel called his psychiatrist friend. He is one of the best psychiatrists in Barcelona. No one better than he to look at the receipts that Anna found. So he invites him to lunch at a restaurant in the centre of the city. Whilst they're eating, Miguel shows the receipts to his friend. Do you think they are false? The receipts appear authentic, but even so, they don't seem real. Really? Asked Miguel.
Right, thank you. Well done, well done.
So, Eric, is the receipt, is that actually prescriptions?
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Prescriptions.
Prescriptions.
Yeah.
Lo siento.
Okay, so the rest of whoops, a daisy. The rest of the book. Let's see who's not done anything yet. Where are we? Bryn, would you be okay to read, and Mangala, would you be okay to translate?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you both.
Porque no, right. Porque el nombre del psiquiatra y su número de matrícula no existen. Es todo falso. Es decir, es ilegal. Entiendo. ¿Y qué me dices de los medicamentos? Son antidepresivos muy fuertes. No es bueno tomarlos por cuenta propia. ¿Pueden causar muerte? No, son fuertes, pero no pueden causar envenenamiento mortal. Miguel toma notas y la envía un mensaje de texto a Ana. Después de comer el postre, se despide de su amiga con un abrazo.
Sí, gracias. So when you come up against a big long word, it really does throw you, doesn't it?
Yes.
If you've not had a practice before. My daughter-in-law says the best way is to split it up. Envenenamiento. It doesn't mean you always get the stress in the right place, but the stress should come on miento. Envenenamiento. Tricky, yeah. Well done. Mangala.
Yeah.
You escaped those big words. But you've got to translate it.
Yeah, okay. Because the name of the psychiatrist and his number of registration does not exist. It is all fake. It is to say it is illegal. Understood. And what you tell me of these medications? These are antidepressants, strong antidepressants. They are no good taking on your own account. Will they cause death? No, they are strong, but will not cause poisoning, fatal poisoning. Miguel took notes, and he sent a text message to Anna. After eating the dessert, he sent away his friend with a hug.
Yeah, perfect. Great. I didn't see many words in there that I thought were new or worthwhile. Not many, anyway. Despedir, an IR verb meaning to say goodbye. That's well, it was unusual to me. It can also mean to fire as well, to sack somebody. And I thought, usted está despedido, they might say on the Spanish version of The Apprentice. You're fired. Según, according to. Perjudicar, another new verb for me, means to harm. And I had heard of this. I'd heard this one before. I'd heard this in the winter. So I think it popped up on Spanish Dict in the winter. Congelar, to freeze. That was in the context of weather, not finance. But it works fine in both, just as it does in English. So you can freeze water, or water can freeze rather, and you can freeze a bank account. So
you see it if you're buying food from the freezer, and if you're looking at instructions, you see that word in Spain.
Congelado or congelada?
Yes, congelar. I'm just trying to. I'm not sure, but it begins with a congelar, so I know it's like if it's saying it's telling you
food.
Yeah, so it's telling you whether you have to defrost it, basically. Congelado, frozen probably. So
yeah. Ah, interesting. Right. So instead of our book, I thought we'd have a crack at looking at possessive adjectives. You all know these, of course, and you've used them a lot during your time speaking Spanish, and you use them a lot in English. We don't call them possessive adjectives in English. We just know them. So we've got my, mine, your, yours, his, her, hers, theirs, our, and ours. Now in English, we've got 2 or 3 examples where they are gender specific, his, her, and hers. But the gender refers to the owner of the object, not the object itself. And in Spanish, that's not the case. It's the other way around. So Spanish, you might guess, there are quite a few more. And the gender-specific possessive pronouns relate to the gender of the noun, not the owner. And in each case, there's a plural version. And as in English, there are short form and long form possessive adjectives. We're just going to look at the short forms today, and we'll do the long forms next week. So these are all the short form possessive adjectives. Now it seems like there's loads and loads of them, but a lot of them are the same. So mi, tu, su is the same whether it's a masculine object or a feminine object. So the only thing you really need to look out for is whether it's singular or plural. If you've got more than one, it's mis, tu, sus. If you've just got the one, it's mi, tu, su. And then when we come to our, nuestro or nuestra, and again, it's the object, the gender of the object that determines which one you use. And obviously we also have plural versions too. The same with vuestro, vuestra. Whether it's feminine or masculine determines. Let's have a look at a few, that should say fem plural across the top, not fen plural. I don't know, I've lived in Thorney too long, I think. Let's have a look here. So here's some examples, and short form possessive adjectives always go before the noun, and they don't need a definite or indefinite article. Thing to watch out for is plurals and gender, and don't forget it's the noun that determines this, not the owner. So we have, for example, mi libro, mis libros, mi bolsa, mis bolsas. So a masculine noun, a feminine noun. The only thing you need to look out for is whether it's singular or plural. Mi, mis. Nuestro perro, our dog. Nuestros perros, our dogs. Nuestra casa, our house. Nuestras casas, our houses. So we have the different form there to match the gender. So that's just requires you to be alert and watch out for the right form. Let's try these. Where are your books? Tony, how would you say, where are your books?
¿Dónde están tus libros?
Excellent, yeah. How about, are they your children?
¿Son sus niños?
Sí, muy bien. Our house is very big.
Nuestra casa es muy grande.
And your flowers are very beautiful.
Vuestras flores son muy bonitas.
Good, good, excellent. So, ¿dónde están tus libros? Son sus niños. Nuestra casa es muy grande. And vuestras flores son muy bonitas. Okay. Is that clear? Everybody happy with that? Yep. It looks pretty straightforward. I think as long as you're just aware of those gender and plural singular, you shouldn't go far wrong. There are some exceptions. So in Spanish, we don't use possessive adjectives when talking about body parts or abstract concepts or something where it's pretty obvious that only the speaker could possess it. And I've given a few examples here. I think we all know about body parts, don't we? We don't say my arm hurts. We say the arm hurts me. Me duele el brazo. Your eyes are green. We'd say this in a completely different way. You have green eyes. Tienes los ojos verdes. I'm leaving from my home. You're leaving for your home. It's pretty obvious it's your house you're talking about. Me voy a la casa. So la casa means home, as well as the house. My pants are too short. Los pantalones son demasiado cortos. The trousers are too short. It's pretty obvious that they're your trousers. If they were somebody else's trousers, you might make it clear that they are los pantalones de Brin son demasiado cortos. But generally, we're talking about your clothes. And abstract concept. The girl had lost her enthusiasm. La muchacha había perdido el entusiasmo. We talk about the enthusiasm because it's obvious that it's the girl that's lost it. So there's a few exceptions there where we wouldn't use a possessive adjective. And we have another small problem. That's that su is su or sus can be translated in quite a few ways. You see, it means his, it means her, it means you're there. And to make it clear who it belongs to, it's not always necessary. Maybe you get it in context, in which case you can just say su libro. Then if it's not obvious and you need to clarify, we use this particular form, which is called a possessive prepositional phrase. which is a bit of a scare. It sounds awful, doesn't it? It's not that bad. So let's have a look at the examples. Es su silla. It's his chair, her chair, their chair, your chair. We don't know, but it's his seat. So in order to make it clear, we say es la silla de él. So we drop the possessive pronoun completely. His, we don't, his, hers, etc. We don't use that. We just say it's the chair of him. It's his seat. Es la silla de él. And the formula works pretty much like this. You say, use the verb. You need a definite or an indefinite article, this case la. The item that's possessed, silla, de, and the pronoun or name of the owner. So in this case, él. So if you wanted to say it's Eric's seat, es la silla de Eric. Or sometimes they'll put a definite article in front of somebody's name. They love doing that in Ecuador. I was always the Eric. Es la silla del Eric. Either way. So next week we're going to have a look at long form possessive adjectives, and again the phrase sounds much more scary than it actually is, and if you want to have a look at these before the class, there's a useful article in Spanish Dict, and I'll send you the link in the class notes. It'll also go over this week's notes as well. And for homework next week, I'll send around a little exercise with some possessive adjectives in there for us to practice. I don't think it's as brain taxing as the last two we've had, so that should be pretty easy. But it's good practice. And sometimes it's nice to do easy things for homework for a change. Yeah. And let's also read the next two chapters of Crimen en Barcelona. Yeah. Excellent.
Can I just check, Eric? Sorry, did you say we're still having a class next week and then we're off for 2 weeks?
Yeah. So we'll have the class next week. And then the week after, it's the week before Easter, so Tuesday before Good Friday. So we'll start our Easter holidays a bit early, and we'll have the following Tuesday off as well, the one after Easter Monday, and then we'll come back. I'll confirm the dates next week, so we're all know. And then I think we'll just chug on until third week in July before we break for the summer holidays. I don't know if people start flagging around half term, we can perhaps have Whit Tuesday. Do they still have Whit Monday? It's Spring Bank Holiday Monday, isn't it now? Maybe we will have the Tuesday off. I'll leave that to you. If you want, if you fancy a bit of a break, then we can have that Tuesday off. But then we'll chug along until the third week in July, and then the plan is we're back in September, and hopefully we've all been vaccinated, and the COVID infection rate is right down, and all the centres are open, and we can get back in the Copeland and see if our biscuits are still there. They might be a bit soft after all this time.
Let's say if they're still edible.
I think Maggie took them home. She always takes them home to replenish. So I think
we had our second jab last week.
You've had your second, yeah, great. No ill effects, Tony.
No,
that's good. They said the Pfizer one people don't feel ill the first time, but they can do the second, and I think the AstraZeneca's the other way around. So
Yes.
We got ours tomorrow.
Have you? Yeah.
First one.
Well done. Yeah. I've had my first one. I had the AstraZeneca. So.
Did you say you were okay? You were poorly after that?
Oh, really? I mean, I tell you, I just felt. In the middle of the night, I woke up with a bit of a temperature. I could tell I was running a bit of a temperature, and I had a slightly achy arm. But to be honest with you, it was only because I was looking out for it and carrying a bag of vegetables back from the allotment. I noticed if I hadn't been, I wouldn't have worried. But now, of course, AstraZeneca, you're worried about everything, aren't you? The Germans and the Norwegians seem determined that it's going to be bad for us. But,
the European Commission have just said that there's no connection whatsoever.
No, I think it's a bit of a scare. I think they're a bit
political.
grumpy. It's political, isn't it? Yeah, it's a shame it's got to that. Yeah,
it's quite disgusting, really, isn't it?
I can't understand the Italians banning it from going to America and then saying they're not going to use it.
Yes. Yeah.
They were Australia, I mean.
Australia, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. There's been a lot of inconsistencies, and it's a shame politics has crept into it, but
it's ridiculous.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully we'll be back to normal after the summer, or we'll probably still have to wear a mask, and I might have to spray you with some disinfectant when you come in. But apart from that, we'll be fine. Yeah. We'll be fine. Okay, well, thank you very much. Any questions from anybody? No?
Thank you, Eric.
Excellent. Well done. Well done. And
Bye.
Los vemos la próxima semana. Ciao.
Hasta pronto.
Thank you very much.
Bye.